just want to welcome you here and thank you for being so cooperative and understanding the ceremony today. And we're glad that we got to recognize Kirsten before you leave for the Air Force to really, respect what you're doing. And I know that 2020 has been not the senior year you anticipated. Ms. Luco and I sent a little video out. I'm not sure when that will go out to the senior class, but our advice to the senior class was to try and figure out what you are for. What we've been reflecting about is it's kind of easy to say what you're against, but much more difficult to really narrow what you are for. And I think that knowing what you are for will help you choose friendships, careers, jobs, family, friends, children, how you'll raise them. So that's our one piece of advice to the seniors, and we wish you all the best. I also want to tell you that you are the recipient of the first Dr. Sullivan Social Justice Award. So we know that you're going to go out there and fight the good fight and do us, I think, good and make us look good, as you always have. So thank you so much, and congratulations. I'm going to hand it over to Mr. Schaefer.
So I just, very briefly, I want to thank you. I want to thank you for two reasons, and I just want to explain them very briefly. The first one is you and the other students in your class have been our passion for the years that you've been with us. And a lot of people, the saying Mark Twain said, find a job find something you love and do that, and you never work a day in your life. And I think that we all love the work and work really hard because it's our passion. I don't think it's true you necessarily find what you love and never work a day in your life. But you guys are that passion. And we've been through the Great Recession, and now we're going through the Great Pandemic. And that leads me to the second thing I need to thank you about. As I turn on the news these days, I don't know what planet I'm living on, and I keep hoping to wake up from this bad dream with the problems of racism and the pandemic. And the reason I want to thank you and your other classmates is you give me hope for our future. We need you, and we're very proud of you, and we know that you'll continue to make us proud. I appreciate also your commitment to the service, and thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Schaefer. So, Kirsten, at this time, I'm going to call up the school committee chair, Mr. Coyle, who will award you your Social Justice Award, your scholarship for that, and Michelle Obama's book, Becoming. Hope that you enjoy it, something that we think you probably would, and your diploma. So congratulations, you're an Abington graduate. And we're actually going to ask you just to pick it up.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
You can walk across the stage. There you go. So welcome. Matt DeSouza is getting his diploma today with a small group because he's heading off into the Army and leaving before our graduation ceremony is scheduled for August. So we wanted to just have an opportunity to thank you, to congratulate you, thank you for your service, and tell you that Ms. Luco and I did do a little video for seniors, but I'm not sure when it's going to go out. So typically at this occasion we offer a little bit of advice, and the advice that we're giving seniors this year is to try to figure out what you stand for, what you're about, what you're for, because we've noticed in the last few weeks it's pretty easy to know what you're against, but more difficult to know what you're for. And if you are clear and understand what you're for, then you'll make better decisions about who your friends will be, how you raise your children, where you want to live, where you want to work. All of those things will be clearer for you and a little bit easier in this complicated world. So at this time, I'm going to ask Mr. Schaefer to say a few words before we give you your diploma.
So I really, what I want to say is I want to thank you for three reasons, and I'll just briefly explain what those are. I want to thank you and the other members of your class for giving us the passion that we have for our work. Because since you've been here in Abington, you and your classmates, you're the reason we get out of bed in the morning, because we love this work. And we've been through a couple of tough times together. We're in one now. We've been through great recessions, and we've been through a pandemic. We are currently struggling with racism in our country and addressing that. And I appreciate that you're the reason, you and your classmates, for our profession and the work that we do, because we believe in it. I also want to thank you because as I think about those challenges, you're the reason that I have hope for the future, because you will help us solve all of those things. Sometimes they turn on the news and I'm not sure what planet I'm living on or if I'm in a bad dream, but it's you and your classmates that give me hope for the future. And the third thank you is for your commitment to service to our country. And congratulations, you've made us proud, and I know that you'll continue to make us proud. Congratulations.
So at this time, Matthew DeSouza will graduate from Abington High School, and his award diploma will be given by School Committee Chairman Chris Coyle. Matt, come on up.
Matt, thank you. I'm not going to touch it, so congratulations. Thank you for your service. Best of luck.
And we have a photo opportunity around the corner there if you want to get some photos. So thank you for coming, and for all of our correspondents just for making this happen today. It's certainly non-traditional, but we do want to recognize Tom Furness and for his senior year, his graduating from Abington High School, and for entering the military in July, right? Okay, end of June. So important for us to recognize you before you take off. We're not going to be able to have a ceremony before that. So appreciate you coming today, and hope that you feel that we appreciate you and want to congratulate you. Ms. Luco and I did a little video for the seniors, and we offered a little piece of advice, so it seems appropriate to offer it to each of you today. We've noticed lately that it's kind of easy to figure out what you're against, but a little more difficult to figure out what you're for. And we encourage you to spend some time reflecting on what exactly is it that you are for. And that will frame decisions for you, who your friends are, where you live, what you do for work, and how you raise your children. It's an important thing to figure out, but it takes an awful long time. So we wish you luck and congratulate you, and I'm going to let Mr. Schaefer speak for a couple minutes before we give you your diploma.
I promise I'll try to even keep it shorter than a couple of minutes, because I know it's really hot and it's already been quite a day. I really just want to thank you for a couple of things. I want to explain what they are. I want to thank you for being our passion, because you and your classmates are the reason we get up and go to work. We've been through a couple of tough times. We've been through the Great Recession. We're going through a pandemic. Currently going through issues of race and racism in our country. And the second reason I want to thank you is because my hope for those things all to improve and get better and be a better world really rest on the shoulders of you and your classmates, and you give me good hope that all of those things will go the way that they should and that they need to go. The last reason that I want to thank you is for your commitment to service to our country. I also want to tell you how proud we have been that you've been a member here at Abington High School and all of our classes, and that I know that you will continue to make us proud, and wish you congratulations on your graduation.
So at this time, Tom Furness would like to award you your diploma from School Committee Chairperson Chris Coyle.
Tom, I'm not allowed to touch it, so I'm not going to have to around it. Congratulations. Thank you very much for your service. Good luck.
And I encourage you to take some pictures with our photo.